I'm going to section my hair into two, and on one side I'm going to show you how I do my beach waves, and on the other I'm going to show you guys in detail how I use my wand. So just to make things easy for myself, I'm going to get this side tied off and out of my way. So for my beach waves, I like to use a 1/2 inch curling iron. Okay, so this side is going to be the beach waves. And like I said, I'm using my 1/2 inch Hot Tools curling iron. So this front piece, I don't like it to be too curly. So this piece is probably going to have the least amount, and I'm going to start at about the middle of the hair shaft. And you're going to curl away from your face, working it down, starting in the middle. And then what I do is I pull it out and I twist at the same time and then pull down. And that's going to give the ends a nice straight look and keep everything very kind of textured and wavy rather than curled or bouncy. Because when I'm going for my beach wave look, I don't like it to be too full. Okay, so same exact thing. I'm starting in the middle of the hair shaft, curling up, leaving it there only for a sec, and I'm dragging it down. One sec, I have a child knocking at my door. Okay, so I am taking vertical sections and working my way around my head. Now I'll show you in the next phase how I get more wave at the part. Okay, twisting while I'm pulling and then dragging it down on the ends. Where am I? I'm working on no mirror here, guys, so be patient with me if this looks so crazy. I don't know. Okay. And twisting backwards away from my face and dragging it down over the ends. And if it falls out, just kind of do the same thing with the clamp and slide it down over those ends so that they get nice and pinched and polished. Alright, so I've got my vertical section. If it's too long, we're going to split it in half. Curling, starting with the middle of the hair shaft and working our way down. Leave it there for a second. Twist, 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 and drag. Okay. Hold it there. And I don't get my ends totally in, by the way. I leave my ends out. I like them to be a little straight. Twist and drag. This is a really, really quick way to curl your hair too. It really only takes me a minute. If I have somewhere to be in a hurry and I want to look semi-presentable, I'll just do this real quick. And drag. So play around with this technique where you clamp in the middle and work your way down. It's going to take a little bit to get used to. I think the biggest thing when it comes to doing your hair is coordination. Just figuring out where to put your hands and not getting yourself lost or confused, especially when it comes to braiding too. Just practice, practice, practice. So I'll go over this section again with you. So I'll show you in detail one more time how this technique works. So I'm taking the clamp and we're going to start in the middle of the hair shaft, curl, really getting that root, and then you're going to take the clamp, lift up on it, and work down the hair, twist it up again, wait a minute, and then you're going to spin the curling iron while dragging it down, backwards away from your face, and then slide it over the ends. And we're leaving everything really tight and in its shell at the moment, which is what I refer it to before we've gone through and separated or combed it out. Okay? Leave that for a second. I'm going to work down this end just a little bit more. Back up. Twist, 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 and slide. We're almost done. See, this is nothing. So I had posted a picture of myself yesterday with my barefoot blonde extensions in, and I got a lot of DMs on Instagram asking about my beach waves, and this is exactly what I did. The same exact technique is what I did, and it gives it more of almost like a wavy, like when you've slept in a braid, only better. Alright, so this is phase one. We're going to shake it. Now notice that I haven't sprayed my hair yet. I like to save my hairspray to the very end when everything is in place. If you spray it too soon, it's going to get crunchy and funky and frizzy when you go to run your fingers through it and relax everything. So this is probably good. I don't want to touch that one. It's kind of perfect. It's not curled too much. And so I take my 1/2 inch and I'm just going to wrap it for a minute. And I'm just going to wrap it for a quick second, this top section. Just to give it a little something at the root. Just a second, just a second. And I like to hold it in my hand and let it cool down. Just working my way around. I could use my wand for this, but my wand is a little bit too big to really go with this texture that I'm working with for these beach waves. And this keeps everything a little tighter. Alright, holding it in my hand. And then I also like to go over it with my hands. If it's a little too curly, I'll pull it down while it's still warm. And so this next part, there really is no rhyme or reason. It's just what looks good. I kind of let my hair fall like this, and I see if there's any straight pieces, any holes that look like they need a little help. Go through and add some more real quick. And then to finish it off, we'll spray. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So there you go, 5-minute beach waves. How simple is that? So I am like a ride or die Tresemme fan. I have been using Tresemme for years. Now I don't love the whole line, just very specific things. What I love most of all is my Tresemme number 4. This stuff is the bomb. Do not buy any other brand of hairspray. If you have not tried it yet, please try it. Get the sample size. Comment below and let me know what you thought about it, because I promise you will love it. Next is their dry shampoo. Now this is the volumizing dry shampoo. It is phenomenal. Game changer, you guys. Let me just say, when I spray my hair with this, I can run my fingers through it and it feels like it's freshly washed. It doesn't have like that weird funky grit to it that a lot of dry shampoos do. And I swear by this. I made my sister feel my hair yesterday. I'm like, I think I found the holy grail of dry shampoo. She could not believe it. It did not leave that funky film on your hair that you're like, I cannot wait to wash my hair more than ever before after putting dry shampoo in. No, this stuff is the bomb. Try it, you guys. You can just get the sample sizes. Just try it. Do what I'm telling you to do. I promise you will be so happy you did. So I'm going to go in with some dry shampoo because I really like the texture it gives me. My hair is actually really clean. I don't necessarily really need it, but it's almost like a beach spray, which I have a really awesome one that I love. It's by Redken and it's called Shake. I can't find it right now. I looked everywhere to use it for this tutorial, but I couldn't find it, so sorry. But I am saying it's awesome and I love it. It's like a sea salt spray almost. Alright, shaky shaky as we spray. Alright, so do you see how these beach waves, this technique gave you that awesome kind of textury wave without building out too much? It keeps everything just kind of flat but still voluminous in some sort of way. Alright, so there you have it. 5-minute beach waves. Alright. Okay, so let's move on to this side, and I'm going to bring out my Leange wand. Alright, so I'm just going to section this side off. Keep things easy for myself. Okay, so this is my 25mm Leange hair wand. It is rose gold and so pretty, and I love it so much. And they always have coupon codes on their website. I will link them below and you can go check them out. This one always sells out, so check back frequently because it always is restocked, but occasionally, like I said, it is sold out. I like the 25 millimeter. I don't think I would recommend anything bigger because it's not going to be worth your while. It's not going to do a lot. This you can kind of customize with the size of pieces that you take. So if you wanted bigger waves, I would say take bigger pieces. If you wanted a really fine wave, I would say take smaller pieces. The 25 millimeter is almost a universal size. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So like I said previously, the big thing here is coordination and where you place your hands and your arms and figuring all that out. So hopefully the tips I give you today will help you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to take this first section and I'm going to start about middle of the hair shaft down and only curl from there down because I do not want this guy too curly. Only hold it for a second because this baby is hot. So one thing to remember when using the hair wand is you don't really want to get your ends in or they're going to flip up and do something funky and it's not going to look cute. Okay, so one thing, like I had mentioned before, when it comes to the hair wand, it's all about angles and how you're holding it. So you're gonna want it when you're doing the right side, you're gonna hold the wand with your left, you're gonna go over your head, and then you're gonna take your hair in your right, and you're gonna wrap down, away from your face. You always wanna curl away from your face, unless you're going for like a 1940s finger wave look, but not very many of you are. So let it go, hold it in your hand for a second, and then pull it down, go over it with your hands to bring everything down, relax it a little bit. We're not going for anything too crazy. And I think this guy needs a little something, just for a second, not long. It literally curls so fast. Alrighty, I think that's good. Again with the vertical sections. Now I like a nice big kind of wavy look when I'm working with my wand, so I use bigger sections. I'm not really too keen on the whole Taylor Swift curl thingy. I don't think she is anymore either. Alright, so we're over the head with our left hand, catching the curls with our right. Go over, wrap, working the hair down the hair wand. You do not want to cramp the curl all together. It's gonna do something funky if you do. I think that is what a lot of people have trouble with, is they think they need to wrap it all really tight together, and that's gonna give you like that wormy curl. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll show you again. Over with your left, hair in the right, wand is behind, and you're gonna lightly wrap down the hair wand. Hold it there for a second, catch it, let it cool for a second, and then you're gonna run your fingers over it, relaxing it just a little bit. Okay? And then I like to take the top piece and just kind of curl this guy for a sec. Catch it. It literally was on the hair wand for as long as it took me to wrap it. Okay. Working our way around. I'm gonna split this guy in half. This actually is a lot thinner of a piece I would prefer, but I don't really have the mirror. I'm totally doing this blind, you guys. Catching it. One thing I should point out is I'm not wearing my glove. I'm pretty sure every one of my family members that I have sold this wand to or recommended they buy it, and they did, they all have burns on their hands, and I'm sorry. But the wand or the glove does make it a little more tricky because you can't really feel the hair. But if you're new at this, I suggest figuring it out while wearing the glove first, and then you can, you know, take the risk and go without the glove. Alright, holding it there for a second, leaving the ends out, catching it, cooling it off, and then running my fingers over it. Perfect. Alrighty, taking my vertical section, splitting it in half. Now that I've made my way to the back, I'm placing the wand at the root of my hair, not at the mid shaft, it's at the root, and I'm wrapping from there. And I'm not twisting the hair as I'm wrapping it. You really don't want to twist it too much as you're wrapping it, or like I said before, you're gonna get that really ugly wormy curl, and we don't like that. All right, so leaving it there for a secchi, catching it, and yes, I am a mom of 3 small kids, so secchi is a word. Okay, so far so good, I think. I really can't even see what I'm doing, you guys. I'm gonna split that guy in half. All right, we're starting with the root, slowly and lightly wrapping all the way down, leaving the ends out. I like to leave about a good solid inch of my ends out. I really don't like them too curled. Catching, cooling, and relaxing. I hope this is helping you guys. If I didn't quite cover everything that you were looking for and how to use the wand or how to do the beach wave, just drop me a comment below and I'll reach out to you personally and try and answer your question as best to my ability. We're almost there. Now, just like the other look, there is a phase 2, but it's really quick and it's where you're gonna add a lot of the texture in. You can really see the difference in the texture of the curl when they're different on each side. It's kind of fun. All right, last curl. Alrighty, so now we're gonna shake it out. I think I do need a little something here. This little piece is not cooperating, and it never does. The front pieces never cooperate when you want them to, now do they? That's just typical. There we go, that's better. Sorry, I spoke too soon. Okay, so now we're gonna work from the part. And we're just gonna take thin little sections, not too thin though, just right. If you could feel this, you would understand what just right feels like. But if you can see, that's just right. And we're gonna go over, behind, and wrap. Lightly, 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 you guys. Do not pull tension or it's gonna be funny and kinky and not cute. All right. We're almost done. This was so fast and easy. So what I'm doing is I'm bumping up the wave a little bit at the part to add more movement and texture and separate a lot of the curls so they don't all squish together. All right, I think this is the last piece, but we're gonna do that shake it out method that we did before and see if there are any little funky straight pieces hiding, which there usually are, and they're usually under here. You can see a hole right here. I think that's it though. Oh, I didn't get to catch him. It's okay. All right, so let's do some spray. I'm not going to do the dry shampoo on this side because I want it to stay a little softer. All right, so get it where you want it before you spray it. All right, so let's pull out this side and see the difference. All right, so there you go, the wand waves and the beach waves. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it answered some questions. If you have any at all that I did not answer, please leave them in the comment box below. I will see them. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up, please, and give us a subscribe because it really does motivate me to see you guys wanting to see more of these, and I will try to make more time in my busy schedule to shoot more of these fun tutorials for you guys. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.